It's another noon in Washington, and that means, at least for this year, it's another day of trying to get a Speaker of the House. And if they have a vote at this hour as they're scheduled to, it will be the 12th vote to try to elect a Speaker of the House. To bring us up to speed on where we are, what we expect, we welcome now Laura Davison, who covers Congress for Bloomberg. So, Laura, thank you so much for all your coverage throughout this week. What do we expect today that's any different from yesterday?
Well, so far, not much. They met late into the night trying to hash out this deal. You know, McCarthy and his allies and this group of hardliners that have so far continued to vote no against McCarthy. There was a Republican-wide call this morning where some of the details of this, potential emerging deal have been discussed. So far, no one has agreed to this and said they're willing to switch their vote. And even still, there's, some discussion that the things that have been discussed so far, committee seats, changing some numbers regarding the budget and defense spending, as well as looking at different levers to make it easier for a single Republican to oust the Speaker. No one signed up for that, and even if all those things combined get some people to move, it may not be enough to get all 20 or enough of those 20 to make Kevin McCarthy Speaker.
So, Laura,
a lot of confusion.
The reporting I've seen from Bloomberg and others so far is the possibility, just the possibility of a deal with Chip Roy, the Republican congressman, who seems to be a linchpin, but how critical is he to McCarthy's ambitions here?
So Chip Roy leads a faction of these 20 that's really concerned about process and rules and procedure and some of the really arcane stuff. There's other factions, it's more personal. So Matt Gaetz, Lauren Boebert, there's almost probably nothing that McCarthy can offer in terms of some sort of concession with how the House works that they'll swing them over. So there's, he's kind of working different groups, different factions, one by one to see who he can peel off. But even still, McCarthy's allies are calling this, emerging deal, potential deal, just phase one, and there's going to need to be further phases beyond this.
Laura, from your reporting up there at Capitol, is there anything to some of what we're hearing that there may be some moderate Republicans who are going to get maybe I put it, cold feet about how many concessions are being made to the more extreme wing?
That is a real and emerging concern today as these concessions have gotten bigger and broader. You have a lot of moderates who are very concerned, very worried that McCarthy may be giving away too much, or potentially, if he goes far enough, could potentially lose their vote. So this is something that all sides are keeping close tabs on, and that could be the next problem in this story.